Hi there. This is video 711. We are calculating the vertex when your equation is in the standard form. So standard form is y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So from that, we're going to now we're going to find the values of p and q, and that we're going to find the coordinates of the axes. Okay, we're just going to use p and q because we're used to using it from before. So rearrange our equation, check. P is calculated. So this is the one little formula you have to remember. Okay, and there. Okay, when I was back in school, way back in the previous century, there was another formula we had to memorize, and then I was tutoring a girl one day, and she said, like, just take your answer from here and plug it in, and we're done. It's beautiful. It's so much simpler. Okay. If B is missing, you can replace with a 0 or a 1 depending on the question. So if we have like this where the x is actually there, then you put a 1. If there's no x at all, then you put a 0. All right, let's see how we do. So first thing you got to do is make sure you're good at reading these. So a is a number in front of the x squared, that's 3. B is a number in front of the x, which is 6. And c is 25. So p is equal to minus b over 2 times a. Everybody's saying I should left myself more room. So minus 6 over 6 and minus 1. So once we have that answer, now we substitute it into times negative 1 squared plus 6 times minus 1 plus 25. This is giving us our q value. If I had more room, I would rewrite my original equation, but it's just over there. So y is equal to 3 times 1 plus 6 times negative 1, so it's minus 6 plus 25. So y is going to be 3 minus 6 plus 25. That's going to be 22. My vertex is negative 1 and 22. Okay, so how about you turn off the video and try a couple on your own, see how it goes. All right, I'm going to trust you did that. A is missing. What's the rule? A is missing, you can use a 1. So minus 1, B is minus 2, and C is minus 5. So P is minus B over 2 times A, and A is minus 1. You gotta be careful here. A negative 2 is going to be a positive 2. And down here, 2 times negative 1 is minus 2. And we get minus 1 as an answer. And then we take this and we plug it into that. So substitute it first. Don't try and do all the work at once. And if this is too squishy for you to work on, feel free to do it on paper, loosely for something. So it's minus negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. And then a negative 2 times a negative 1 is plus 2, minus 5. So y is, okay, so minus 1 plus 2 is going to be plus 1. Minus 5 is minus 4. So minus 1, minus 4. And there we go. Got it? Not so bad. It's just a matter of getting used to if stuff is missing, being able to substitute it. All right. So when it's A, now the trick is this a B or a C? Well, the C is always just a plain old number. So this has to be a C. So really, y is equal to x squared plus 0x minus 6. That's why I like rewriting them, because now there's no problem. 0 minus 6. So P is minus B. So minus 0 over 2 times 1. So P is equal to 0. And now we plug it in. Y is equal to 0 squared minus 6. Y is equal to 0 minus 6. It's like minus 6. So our vertex is 0 and minus 6. You guys have got this. I'm thinking I gave you too many examples. I should have just given you more room. But practice makes permanent. So let's keep going. 0.5 and 20 and 8. So my point is, on this one, sometimes the numbers are going to be bigger, and it's also okay if you have decimals. So P is equal to minus 20. Excuse me, 2 times 0.5. P is equal to minus 20. Oh, 2 times over 1. So P is equal to minus 20. 0.5 times minus 20 squared plus 20 times minus 20 minus 8. Oh my. Y is equal to 0.5. Negative 20 times negative 20 should be positive 400. And then I'm going to have negative 400 minus 8. So Y is equal to 200 minus 400 minus 8. So that's going to be negative 208. So my vertex is minus 20 and negative 208. So just a heads up. If I gave this to your question where you were supposed to graph it, I would double check them. I'm never going to ask you, I don't think, to graph anything like that. But if I'm just give you a question and I say, get this, and I say, find the vertex, oh yeah, I'm going to use big numbers. I'm just throwing that out there. Right, we're missing something here. So I'm going to do that. Right, our C value is missing. So minus 4 and minus 8 and 0. P is equal to, now we have to be careful, minus 8. 2 times minus 4. P is equal to 8 over minus 8. So P is equal to minus 1. Y is equal to, and now we plug it in, minus 4 times minus 1 squared minus 8 times minus 1. Okay, and I'm not going to put the add plus 0 on the end because you know it's not going to change anything, right? And my other answer is always go back to the original equation. Y is equal to minus 4 times 1 plus 8. And that's going to be minus 4 plus 8. It's going to give me 4. So 0 and 4. No, not 0 and 4. Minus 1 and 4. Sorry. All right. Oh my. What have I done there? I made one to confuse you guys. All right. What's the easiest way to do this? So the first thing I'm going to do is move the 3x squared over there. And then I'm going to do a great big flip left and right. So y is equal to plus 3x squared minus 6x plus 2. In any equation, you can actually flip the left and right sides. I don't normally show people that because it just, then they start doing it like at random times when they shouldn't, or yeah, when they shouldn't do it. But otherwise, I was going to subtract y, and then I was going to move all this to this side, and then at the very end, I was going to have to divide by -1. So this was just faster. 3 minus 6 and 2. So here's one where if you don't solve it for y equals, your equation is going to get messed up because the sign would have been wrong on the 3 here. Minus b, so minus 6 over 2 times 3. P equals 6 over 2 times 3, which is 6. Oops. P is equal to 1. All right, so I went back to my original equation because if I mess this up, I don't want to mess it up again. I might be able to find the error if I have one. So minus 6 times 1 is minus 1. Yeah, no, it isn't. Minus 6 plus 2 is equal to 3. Whoopsies. Y minus 3 times 1, because 1 squared is 1. So negative 6 and 2 is negative 4 is equal to y minus 3. Add 3, add 3, minus 1 is equal to y. So then my p was 1, my y or q, okay, that got a little confusing. I should have just, I guess, probably done that one, is minus 1. And there we go. There is the end of the video.